Good evening. I want to welcome everyone to the 2019 Senior Award Ceremony. We are very excited to see our graduates be acknowledged for their hard work and dedication to their education. I want to introduce my fellow administrators who are with us this evening. To the far right, we have Ms. Bagsby, our head counselor. We have Ms. Nall, another counselor. We have Ms. King, another counselor, and Ms. Youngblood. And we also have Ms. Hamilton, who's our college and career counselor. These ladies work very hard with our seniors, scholarships, working on FAFSAs, all the things that are necessary for them to transition. And next to me, I have Ms. Dr. Dietrich, and she is our academic specialist. And with everyone, please stand. We'll begin by honoring our nation and state.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Please be seated. Thank you to Junior Air Force ROTC for the presentation of colors. I would like to take the time to introduce our special guest speaker tonight. She's actually one of my former students. Her name is Jessica Botello. She graduated from Cleveland High School in 2014. She went on to study psychology and social work at the University of Texas at Austin. During her time at UT, she was able to complete courses abroad in London and Australia. Last May, Jessica graduated with a BA in psychology and a bachelor's of social work, both with honors. She is currently living in Austin and is pursuing her passion of working with refugees and immigrants by serving as a case manager with the Social Adjustment Services Program at Refugee Services of Texas. As a case manager, she assists refugees, asylees, survivors of trafficking, and human entrants accessing local resources and obtaining self-sufficiency. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Jessica Botello.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for that introduction. So let's get started. I remember sitting where you all are 5 years ago. I was really happy to be graduating soon, but also very nervous about leaving my family in Cleveland and moving to Austin to begin college. I'm a first-generation college student and had no idea what to expect. What if I didn't get A's in all my classes? What if my GPA was really bad? What if I hated my major? What if I couldn't find a job after college? These were many of my concerns as I was preparing to graduate. So today, I'd like to provide you with a few practical tips as well as share some personal experiences to hopefully address some of these concerns that you may have. So first, don't be afraid of failure or rejection. Throughout my college career, I applied for so many scholarships, study abroad programs, organizations, and internship positions. I went through extensive application processes and rigorous interviews. I heard many yeses, but I also heard a lot of no's. Now that rejection did hurt a little at the moment, but I took every rejection as an opportunity to grow and learn, and it only motivated me to apply for more opportunities. You don't want to have what ifs. What if I would have gotten that scholarship or that job? Even though you might fail, you should still try. It's better to take the risk and fail and learn from your experiences rather than regret not even trying. My sophomore year of college, I heard about a study abroad program in London. I was nervous to apply because I felt I wasn't smart enough as the other students and that my resume wasn't impressive enough. However, I realized that the worst thing that could happen was that I would be told no. So I decided to apply for the program and for a scholarship as well. To my surprise, I was accepted to the program and even earned a scholarship. After being accepted, the nerves kicked in. It was a new experience for me. It was going to be the first time on a plane, and my parents were scared out of their minds. It turned out to be one of the most memorable experiences of my life because it provided me with a broader worldview and ignited my interest in traveling abroad. This leads to my next tip. Get out of your comfort zone and try new things. This doesn't necessarily mean you should book a flight to Europe, unless you want to, but definitely get out of your comfort zone. Once you're in college, you can do small but impactful things, like trying out new clubs or new organizations. If you don't like them, then you simply don't have to continue going. Another thing that you could do that's very simple is to talk to the person who sits beside you in class. Ask them to study with you for the next exam or to check out a new organization with you. You would be amazed at how easy it is to bond with other students over stress. On that note, I'd like to point out that it's okay to ask for help. Most of the time, other students in college or people in general are more than happy to help you. Whether it's help finding your next class or explaining that math problem you really don't understand. Similarly, professors are not as intimidating as they seem. They're usually super excited to help you if you don't understand something, and are sometimes very flexible if you need a deadline extension. They love when students ask for help or show interest in the material. So don't be scared to talk and connect with professors. My last tip, and a very important tip, is don't worry if you don't know what you're doing or if things don't go as planned. My senior year in high school, I had no idea what I was doing. By April, I had finally made a plan. That plan was simple. I was going to go to Lone Star, study psychology, graduate, get a master's, then get a job. Moving away from Cleveland was not even something I was considering. It seemed too risky, and even though I had a lifelong dream of traveling and serving abroad, I wanted to play it safe. However, with much encouragement from my teachers, I applied and was offered many scholarships. I eventually ended up leaving to UT. Once at UT, my plan was still the same, to play it safe. My plan was to be a good kid and go to class every day, study hard, get a 4.0, graduate, get a PhD, get a job. It seemed very simple. Turns out that's not how life works, and I realized that although I wanted to have a good GPA, I'd much rather take some classes I enjoy, make time to make new friends, and explore different opportunities. I started off as a psychology major, but after taking a psych course my freshman year, I realized that I wanted to learn something different. I then applied to the School of Social Work and got accepted. I ended up doing a double major. I then ended up working as a research assistant for random labs. I studied in London, in Australia. I traveled to Tasmania by myself for no reason. I made a lot of interesting and meaningful friendships and connections along the way. None of that was planned. Everything just happened, and I just took advantage of opportunities. My final semester at UT, I interned at Refugee Services of Texas. I ended up getting hired as soon as I finished my internship, and now I'm working with people who I want to work with and with a population that I'm passionate about. My plan was to be in grad school getting a PhD right now. That's obviously not happening. Instead, I decided to take 2 years to explore my passions at different organizations and figure out what I truly want to do with my life. The point is that it's okay if your life doesn't go as planned. It's okay if you don't get the highest GPA or if your grades are not as high as they were in high school. Your life usually turns out more exciting and interesting if you just go with the flow. So I'd like to end by saying that everything worked out. My college experience was by no means perfect, and yours will not be either. There will be ups and downs, staying up all night finishing papers, crying in your dorm at 4 a.m. because you procrastinated until the night before your assignment was due, freaking out about your GPA, and maybe sometimes feeling lonely. But you will also meet the most incredible people, try out new things, you're going to learn so much about the world, and most of all, you're going to learn about yourself. So remember, your experiences are your own. They're unique, and everything will work itself out. Thank you so much for having me, and congratulations for your tremendous accomplishment. Thank you.
Jessica, we are very proud of you. You represent Cleveland High School very well. Thank you so much for your encouraging words and speaking to us tonight. We start tonight's award presentation by recognizing our 2019 Top 10% Honor Graduates. When I call your name, please come up to the stage to receive recognition. Please remain on the stage until all honor graduates have been recognized and a picture of the group has been taken. Please also hold your applause till the end. Daniel Connect with a GPA of 3.47069. Austin Crozier with a GPA of 3.47166. Austin will be attending Lone Star College. Jessica Price with a GPA of 3.51724. Jessica will be attending the University of North Texas. Izzy Otiacosa with a GPA of 3.52931. She will be attending the University of San Francisco. Nicole Ackerman with a GPA of 3.53275. Nicole will be attending Lone Star College. Jessica Cordova, the GPA of 3.54426. She will be attending Lone Star College Honors College. Angelina Grover with a GPA of 3.5593. She will be attending Stephen F. Austin University. Thomas Moore with a GPA of 3.56166. Stephanie Helmick with a GPA of 3.56229. Stephanie will be attending Sam Houston State University. Zachary Chappelle with a GPA of 3.57258. He will be joining the U.S. Air Force. Morgan Mize with a GPA of 3.58135. She will be attending Lone Star College Honors College. Morgan has also been awarded the Chancellor's Honors College Fellowship Award. Aiden Salazar with a GPA of 3.59649. Luis Luna Hernandez with a GPA of 3.60806. He will be attending Lone Star College's Honor College. Lewis has also been awarded the Chancellor's Honor College Fellows Award. Kaya McLean with a GPA of 3.60892. Kyle will be attending Texas A&M. Kathleen Del Cortivo with a GPA of 3.61785. She will be attending Lone Star College. Katrina Logue with a GPA of 3.6384. She will be attending Texas A&M. Aman Saeed with a GPA of 3.65636. He will be attending the University of Houston. Erica Garcia Gonzalez with a GPA of 3.66607. She will be attending the University of Texas. Axel Torres with a GPA of 3.66833. He will be attending Lone Star's Honor College. Axel will also be part of the Chancellor's Honor College Fellows Award. Bailey Anderson with a GPA of 3.72452. She will be attending the University of Texas, San Antonio. Alicia Edwards with a GPA of 3.73818. She will be attending Sam Houston State University. Noelia Marino with a GPA of 3.74406. She will be attending Sam Houston State University. Now for our top 10, John Burkett with a GPA of 3.75172. He will be attending Texas A&M. Gavin Clark with a GPA of 3.76981. He will be attending the University of Houston. Araven Ellaby with a GPA of 3.77586. She will be attending Howard Payne University. Joseph McClendon with a GPA of 3.78103. He will be attending Lone Star College's Honor College. Rodney Acevedo with a GPA of 3.78333. He will be attending the University of Houston. Catherine Guerra Gutierrez with a GPA of 3.80166. She will be attending Texas A&M. Frida Saldivar with a GPA of 3.88103. She will be attending Sam Houston State University. Our historian, Allison Clark, with a GPA of 3.90172. Allison will be attending Texas A&M. Our salutatorian, Marla Jones, with a GPA of 4.11964. She will be attending Texas A&M. And our valedictorian, Sundos Barakat, with a GPA of 4.27049. She will be attending the University of Texas in Austin. Please applaud our top 10% graduates. All right, honor graduates, will you please line up for pictures? Thank you, honor graduates. You may be seated. We will now continue our evening with the scholarship presentations. Our first scholarship tonight will be presented by Sky Hamilton.
Good evening. Our first scholarship tonight will be awarded to the valedictorian, Sundos Barakat. Sundos is receiving the highest ranking graduate from the state of Texas. They will pay for her full tuition. She will be attending University of Texas for her first year. Our next scholarship is the Lakeland Memorial Scholarship. We have two recipients for the scholarship tonight. This is a $1,000 scholarship. Our first scholarship will be given to Gavin Clark. And our second Lakeland scholarship is awarded to Rodney Acevedo. Our next scholarship tonight is the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Liberty County Metro Go Texans Scholarship. These students will receive a $20,000 scholarship from the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Our first recipient is Miss Allison Clark. The second scholarship recipient is Mr. Rodney Acevedo.
Next, we'll have Lieutenant Colonel Robert Hunt for our Junior Air Force ROTC Scholarship.
Thank you, Dr. Speaker. The Air Force Junior ROTC Scholarship is awarded annually to an outstanding graduating senior cadet based on academic achievement, outstanding leadership, and outstanding community service. This year, it's an honor and a pleasure to present this $500 scholarship to Cadet Colonel Noemi Gonzalez.
Next, we will have Chip Green of the Tarkington Prairie Masonic Lodge.
Thank you. I have with me this afternoon Mike Walker, Michael McDaniels, Shannon John, Larry Glenn, Terry Hall, and Mike Penner. My name is Chip Green. So for the students of Cleveland High School, when you see our application and it says you must have a letter from Mason and Tarkington Prairie Lodge, look some of these guys up. They'd be happy to write you a recommendation letter. Before we get started tonight, a little history about the Masons and Tarkington Prairie Lodge is our history and our role that is played in education. In early Texas, there was no public schools. Shortly after Texas won its independence from Mexico, Mayor B. Lamar, President of the Republic of Texas, called for an appropriation of land to be set aside to support public schools. At his urging, Congress passed the act in January 1839, which set aside land for public schools and 2 universities, the University of Texas and that other university, Texas A&M. Although many years passed before the public school system was established, Lamar's vision earned him the title Father of Education in Texas, and his statement, "The cultivated mind is the guardian genius," was adopted as the motto for the University of Texas. In December 1878, Tarpon Prairie Lodge was chartered. Shortly after, the brothers built a lodge building. It was where present-day Rural Shady Baptist Church is today. The 2-story building had an upstairs, which was used for the Masons to meet, and the downstairs was used for church and for one of the first Tarpon Prairie schools. Many of the teachers' salaries were paid for by the Masons in those days. So we have been involved in education for many years. It is my honor this evening to present to you and through you the winner of the Tarpon Prairie Masonic Lodge Scholarship, Miss Morgan Mines. Thank you.
Mike Henry from the Cleveland Lions Club.
Okay, I am Mike Henry with the Cleveland Lions Club, and we present annually a scholarship to Dr. Henry Arias, who was a local optometrist here in town. And most of you know, some of you don't, the Lions, the local Lions Club, Cleveland Lions Club, and Lions Clubs all over the world are tied in with vision. And locally, our club presents vouchers for vision testing and eyeglasses for all the Tarleton and Cleveland students whose parents can't afford it. So we hope that you guys, when you get out and get your education, remember to come back and serve your community. That's what I did. I'm a class of 1969, Cleveland High School. We just had our 50th anniversary Saturday, and all those people look so old. I didn't understand it. Anyway, this is deja vu all over again. Our scholarship this year is presented to Morgan Mines.
Now Mr. Jim Carson will present for the Greater Cleveland Chamber of Commerce Student Ambassador Program.
I'm Jim Carson with the Greater Cleveland Chamber of Commerce, and we have had for about 13 years now a student ambassador program. And our scholarships are based on fundraising by this actual student ambassadors. And it's also based on the facts of real life, and you get credit for achievement, not for attendance. We have 11 surviving student ambassadors this year. We have 4 from Tarkington and 7 from Cleveland. And with the group that we have left has done a fantastic job. They've raised a lot of funds. They interact with the businesses, and they get involved in the community to find out what the business people are doing. So we're going to start off with our first, and I said it's based on what you've accomplished. We have a point system set up where they get points for everything they do, everything they attend, helping with the fundraisers, events, and mentoring throughout the system. And our first one is Judith Arzola, and that's a $250 scholarship. Okay, our second is Rodney Acevedo, and that's a $300 scholarship. And the third one is Katie, Dal Ortego, and hers is a $350 scholarship. Our next one is Mania Lyons, and Mania has a $550 scholarship. Our fifth one is Sundos Barakat, and this is a $650 scholarship. Our sixth one is Morgan Mize with a $700 scholarship. And as I mentioned earlier, everything that's done, the scholarships they earn are based on what you've accomplished and your involvement in the Student Ambassador Program. And the next one and last one is the highest scholarship we've ever given to a student, and that's Dimitri Burke, $2,400. Thank you.
Our next scholarship is from the Cleveland Rotary, Ms. Ernestine Bell and Mr. Tommy Daniel.
Since the Lions told a little bit about their clubs, I'm going to do the same. The Cleveland Rotary Club has been in existence in our little community since 1937. That's a long time ago. We have worked in this organization for many years. Our main project that we do is to help eradicate polio. And that's an international project that we do. We do others. We also like to support our school system, and we do a lot of programs for our 5th grade students, our juniors, and our seniors in the way of scholarships. We've been giving scholarships. My son got one in 1968 when he graduated, a Rotary Scholarship, and I don't know before that, but I'm sure that there has been. So it's been a long time. He'll be 50 this year. So, getting down to business, and wherever Jessica went, she got one when she went off to the University of Texas. So she went to RILA and got a scholarship too, so there's a lot of things we do. For our junior students, we give a leadership workshop scholarship for those students. Our first recipient is Kathleen Della Cortivo. We want you to stay up there so we can get a picture, okay? Or right down front, probably. Our next one is Noemi Gonzalez. Our next one is Jessica Price. Our next scholarship recipient is Frida Salazar. And our last one is Axel Torres. We have given somewhere in the neighborhood of over $200,000 worth of scholarships during our tenure of club giving. We also give equal amount of scholarships to students in Tarkington, and we will be presenting those on the 23rd of May. These are $1,000 scholarships that they will get. They will have $500 the first semester and $500 the second semester. And their scholarships were based on academic record, volunteerism, community service, their interview. We have an interview with each one of them, and they go through that tough thing. And so the work that they have done in school and what they've given back to their community. We are very proud of these 5 young ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Now for Robin Howard of the Liberty County Aggie Mom Scholarship.
Howdy. I just want to thank you guys for having me tonight. It's an honor and a privilege to be here and present 3 scholarships to 3 very deserving young ladies. The first scholarship that we're going to be giving out from the Aggie Moms Club is to Catherine Guerrero Gutierrez. The next young lady is Katrina Logue. And our last one is Miss Allison Clark. And our last recipient that we do not have in form, please forgive me, Miss Marla Jones. having me. It's an honor. We're just a little club in Liberty County for the moms of our Aggie students. If you're an Aggie mom, we would love to have you come and join us. So thanks and giggle.
Now we'll have Mr. Bill Thomas of the William and Aneta Thomas Memorial Scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. My name is William N. Thomas, and it's my pleasure to present this scholarship. Originally established in 1985, the scholarship fund was to honor the educational legacy of William N. Thomas and Meta Thomas, my parents, notable Cleveland educators and community leaders. They perpetuated the belief in the intellectual growth and economic empowerment that can be gained through continued education. I'm happy to present a $500 scholarship to Warded Mines.
Now Sky Hamilton will present the Cleveland Livestock Show and Dairy Day Ward Family Scholarship.
The Cleveland Livestock Show and Dairy Day Ward Family Scholarship will be awarded to Michael Desatel. Our next scholarship is the Teresa Ann Gorney Memorial Scholarship. They don't tell me anything. This is what I do all day long, every day, and I'm not sure. This scholarship is awarded to Brenda Cruz Ruiz.
Now Ms. Claire Barker to present several scholarships.
I'm Claire Barker, and the first scholarship is the Charles Barker Memorial Scholarship, and that goes to Katrina Love. $1,000. The next scholarship is from Delta Kappa Gamma, which is an organization for key women educators, and that goes to Morgan Mize, $1,000. The next three will be from Women's Club. Women's Club is an organization that volunteers mostly. That's what they're known for. The first one is from our local Cleveland Women's Club, and it's for $1,000. It goes to Allison Clark. The next one is also from Women's Club, but it comes not from our district, local district, but it comes from the state. And this award goes to Marla Jones. It's for art and it's for $2,000. And the last one's also from Women's Club, and it's on the state level. It's called TFWC, Texas Federation Women's Club, and Sunday's Choir Kit for $1,000.
And Ms. Scott Hamilton for Forward Driving Dreams.
This year, the recipient for the Forward Driving Dreams $2,000 scholarship is Mr. Rodney Acevedo.
We have J.D. Wright and Brandy Pruitt for the Lois Lee Pruitt Memorial.
Good evening, I'm Brittany Pruitt. I'm a granddaughter of Lois Lee Pruitt. My grandmother was an educator for over 30 years. She taught in both Dayton ISD and Cleveland ISD. She participated in basketball, dance, and was a valedictorian of Colbert High School in Dayton, Texas. After her passing, our family wanted to continue her legacy by starting the Lois Lee Pruitt Memorial Scholarship. The Lois Lee Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a high school senior who has excelled in the classroom and in extracurricular activities. This year's recipient is Alicia Edwards.
Now we have Christy Jones presenting several scholarships.
We have a new scholarship this year brought forth to us from a family that's been involved in the Cleveland School District for many years. It's a memorial scholarship called the Delphio Lamont Brantley Music Scholarship, and it's going to be awarded to Mr. Roderick Ramirez Rios. And every year, our alumni association votes on our outstanding bandsman. And this year, the Outstanding Bandsman Award and scholarship has been awarded to Ms. Erica Gonzalez. And our Outstanding Musician Award and Scholarship this year in memorial in memory of past band director Jim Blacksher has been awarded to Noela Moreno.
And now Ms. Victoria Good. With the Red and White Scholarship.
Hi, I'm Victoria Good. I'm president of the Cleveland ISD Education Foundation. I'm also a class of 2004 Cleveland Indian. I thought I would get more close to that. So the Red and White Scholarship that I'm going to be giving away is a fairly new scholarship. We actually had about a week to get some applications in, so thank you to those of you who turned in applications for that. Next year we'll be a little more prepared. The first scholarship goes to someone who shared their ambitions of getting a psychology degree and helping children, which is something that she already does at her church. I'd like to present a $500 Red and White Scholarship to Katrina Lowe. Next, I'd like to honor a student who is going to Lone Star College with the end goal of completing his engineering degree at Texas A&M, and we are excited to award a $500 Red and White Scholarship to Axel Torres. We had a special contribution made to the scholarship fund in honor of Dr. Darrell and Patty Myers, our recently retired superintendent. We chose 2 recipients who submitted essays that were unique and inspiring. One senior wrote about aspirations to hold a magical career in a place where dreams come true, a place where princesses and dwarves live together in harmony, a place managed by a mouse that gives joy to the very youngest, to the young at heart. The other recipient plans on going against the grain, and instead of searching for life in a big city and getting out of Cleveland, he hopes, or she hopes to one day open a small business right here in Cleveland. For those of you wondering where you'll go after college, please keep in mind that our community needs young leaders just like several of you. And if you're interested in getting involved somewhere sooner than that, please contact me. The first $1,000 Red and White Scholarship goes to Yulisa Delgado. And the second $1,000 Red and White Scholarship goes to Marla Jones. Thank you.
Cleveland ISD would like to thank everyone who graciously gives to To our graduates, it's very encouraging to see the participation and investment that you have in their lives. Thank you. At this time, we would like to acknowledge a couple of students who have enlisted to join our U.S. Armed Forces. They will be receiving a red, white, and blue cord in recognition of their commitment. May I please have our Armed Forces representatives approach? For the U.S. Marines, Jason Ellenberg. U.S. Army, Bernardo Haydel. U.S. Army, Sean Spencer. U.S. Army, Bruce Johns.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sergeant Leva with the United States Marines. In honor of these young men, I would like to say that it's a proud thing to have young men who have that selfless service to want to be able to contribute to today's military. With that being said, these young men are going to gain a brotherhood, and then they're also going to gain a career. And lastly, there's still going to be a lot of the opportunity to further their education through tuition assistance, the post 9/11 GI Bill, and also the Hazelwood Act. What that means is that they're going to get their tuition covered for at least up to 12 years in a degree of their choice. Thank you very much.
Cleveland High School would also like to acknowledge student athletes who will be continuing their athletic career after high school. These students have officially committed to participate in athletics for college. As I call your name, please rise and be recognized. Chance Brown has signed to play basketball at Angelina College. Araven Ellaby has signed to play softball at Howard Payne University. Javale Robertson has signed to play football at Lamar University. Recognition of cords. We will now present cords to some of our various organization participants. As I call your name, please make your way to the stage to receive your cord. Blood donors. First, these students are identified as giving blood at least twice. Our lead counselor, Ms. Bagsby, will be distributing these cords. Jessica Aguilar, Lilia Alonza, Damon Barnett, Zenon Viega, Johnny Brills, Catherine Carino, Anna Cassiano, Samantha Chavez, Allison Clark, Lisbeth Cortez, Alondra Diera, Dulce Dominguez, Isbeth Espinoza, Michelle Espinoza, Juan Garcia, Francisco Gonzalez, Erica Gonzalez, Erin Gonzalez, Keegan Graves, Angelina Grover, Captain Guerra Gutierrez, Luis Gutierrez, Bernardo Haydel, Stephanie Helmick, Teresa Hernandez, Brandon Hines, Linda Howe, Lizzie Herta, Daisy Ibarra, Kelvin Jimenez, Kirsty Lambright, Noel Limon, Ana Lopez, Dulce Lopez, Luis Luna, Luann Maladon, Emmeline Medina, Fernanda Medina, Thomas Moore, Edgar Ortiz, Emmanuel Paredes, Jessica Price, Harley Racon, Christian Reynolds, Zulima Reyna, Jasmine Roman, Sierra Ruiz, Eric Salcedo, Yesenia Serrato, Sean Spencer, Jesse Villarreal, Demetrian Weberg, and Reina Zelada. Please give a hand to our pledge owners. Thank you. National Technical Honor Society. We have seniors who are members of the National Technical Honor Society, our CNA program, and HOSA. As I call the graduates' name, please stand to be recognized. Judith Arzola, HOSA, NTHS, and CNA. Catherine Carino, HOSA, NTHS, CNA. Jeanette Cervantes, HOSA, NTHS, CNA. Alondra Diera, HOSA, NTHS, CNA. Erica Gonzalez, HOSA, NTHS, CNA. Angelina Grover, HOSA, NTHS. Jennifer Panayeta, HOSA, NTHS, CNA. Aman Saeed, HOSA, NTHS, CNA. Lucia Zunica, HOSA, NTHS, CNA. Araven Ellaby, HOSA. Morgan Mize, HOSA. Kaylee Hygens, HOSA. Samantha Laura, HOSA. Izzy Oricosa, HOSA. Sundos Bearcat, HOSA. Jose Hernandez, HOSA. Kayla Fletcher, HOSA. Celeste Barone, HOSA. And Isbeth Cortez, HOSA. Now for our Kitty Hawk Awards, a recognition, Lieutenant Colonel Robert Hunt. We will be presenting the following awards. Patricia Beasley. Also, Noemi Gonzalez. Cleveland High School Skills USA have competitors that represent us very well at every event they attend. In our Culinary Arts Division, we had 5 seniors who were receiving a red and white cord along with an honor stole for having advanced to state, as well as maintaining a GPA or higher. At this time, however, we want you to please stand and be recognized. Anna Albiter, Jose Arguelles, Sundos Barakat, Anna Casiano, and Daziel Church. Next, we will be presenting our community service recipients to seniors who have completed hours of community service, ranging from 5 to over 1,000 in their high school career. At this time, please stand and be recognized for having served at least 100 hours or more. Landon Smith, Jennifer Penieta, Dosia Kedway, Luann Maladon, Cynthia Berrigan, Araven Ellaby, Jessica Price, you can remain standing, Angela Campos, Carla Miranda Rivero, Madison Hilton, Emmanuel Paredes, Kathleen Del Cortivo, Javelle Robertson, Jasmine Roman Ramos, Daisy Ibarra, Stephanie Hilmick, Morgan Mines, Nakia Yates, Brandy McIntyre Alamo, and Joshua Stanley. These students have provided over 100 hours of community service. For having served 250 more hours, when I call your name, please remain standing. Demetrian Weber, Naomi Gonzalez, Ashley Rodriguez, Manaya Lyons, Daisy Liao, Patricia Beasley, and Samantha Laura. For having served over 500 hours, we have Brett Dickerson with 750 hours. We also have LaShavia Reed with 770 hours. We also have two seniors that have served over 1,000 hours, Julissa Rivera and Sundos Barakat. For those community service participants who I called your name, your cords will be in this week. Now, our student council members are positioned and challenged to be campus leaders to the rest of our students. We want to recognize a very special senior of the student council who has served well during their high school career. Please, Morgan Mize, will you stand and be recognized? The next group of graduates will be receiving a cord and stole for the membership of the National Honor Society. Mr. Norman will present stoles to our current NHS members. Rodney Acevedo, Sundos Barakat, John Burkett, Allison Clark, Gavin Clark, Kathleen Del Cortivo, Alicia Edwards, Araven Ellaby, Erica Gonzalez, Angelina Grover, Catherine Guerra Gutierrez, Marla Jones, Katrina Lowe, Kaya McLean, Joseph McClendon, Morgan Mines, Noelia Moreno, Izzy Odiokosa, Aiden Salazar, and Aman Saeed. Graduates, if you will please come for a picture with your schools. Sergeant Leva has a presentation.
Good evening. I'm Sergeant Leva. I'm messing around. All right. So, on behalf of the United States Marine Corps, I would like to honor a young woman for her academic excellence and her leadership. This award goes to Marla Jones. For the Scholastic Excellence Award.
Last year, Cleveland High School began a new tradition of acknowledging a few graduates who, based on teacher and staff vote, went above and beyond the daily expectation of being a Cleveland High School Indian. Again, this is new, and these seniors are unaware that they are selected for these awards. So let's begin. The Promise Award. The Promise Award recognizes a student who has shown tremendous growth throughout her years here at Cleveland High School. It honors their effort and dedication, but most importantly, their promise of continued success in their future goals after graduation. Presenting this award is Ms. Gina Ford.
Thank you, Ms. Dietrich. I was so happy to come to Cleveland High School. I worked at the junior high, and I had a girl in my class who was quite little. She was a really good kid. And then a few years ago, she came to my classroom because she'd been out of school for a year and a half. She had a pituitary gland tumor. When they removed the tumor, she suffered a stroke. She came to my class because she had aphasia. Aphasia is when words come to your brain but don't necessarily come to your tongue. She was so gracious. She met all the students and she was so kind with her beautiful smile. And I've watched her in the past 2 years go from a person that really couldn't say much but tried super hard to a girl that's the first to raise her hand, to answer the questions out loud, to read words, to help other students, and she keeps Miss Ford in check as well. So our first recipient for the Promise Award goes to Anna Lee Ramirez.
Thank you, Ms. Forrest. Mr. Leadership and Ms. Leadership. These students have actively pursued roles of leadership, demonstrated leadership ability in their actions, shown problem-solving ability. They can not only make good decisions, but they have demonstrated a willingness to stand up for their point of view and persuade others to follow their positive example. Mr. Leadership for the 2019 graduating class is Rodney Aciedo. Miss Leadership for the 2019 graduating class is Miss Allison Clark. Mr. CHS Pride and Miss CHS Pride. These students demonstrate pride in Cleveland High School by supporting organizations, participating in activities, and constantly being involved in student life at Cleveland High School. They strive to do their best regardless of ability, willing to go the extra mile, demonstrate pride in a job well done, and reflect a sincere commitment to their education, teachers, peers, and school. The CHS Pride for the graduating class 2019 is Hunter Allen. Miss CHS Pride for this year's senior class is Izzy Oliacosa. Our Indian Award. This student epitomizes the best of the class of 2019. They meet much of the same criteria listed for both CHS Pride and CHS Leadership Awards, but in some way stand apart from others in a unique or distinctive manner, which characterizes integrity, effort, and a determined spirit. This year's Indian Award goes to Joseph Cody. Joseph, Ms. Hamilton said it's because you had a great first grade teacher. On behalf of the graduating class of 2019 in the Cleveland Independent School District, we would like to extend our deep appreciation for each and every one of you who continue to invest in these future world changers and history makers. By your faithful support in every way that you engage, these young adults are able to chase their dreams and pursue their passions. We are honored to have you part of the Cleveland Tribe, where our goal is to see all students succeed and shine. So, we say thank you. This concludes tonight's ceremony. We have refreshments over to the side, so please help yourself. Take lots of pictures, seniors. You look wonderful tonight. Have a great evening.